In this video, I'll be showing you how to create the simple ruined column terrain for D&D, Warhammer, and other tabletop board games. The ingredient that creates such detailed pillars is regular old blackboard chalk. It's less common now, but still not too difficult to find online and maybe in stores. The inspiration for this terrain came from a game called Age of Mythology, which features different sets of ruins in several different orientations. The pieces of chalk that I'm using are all different heights because some are broken. These are perfect because it's for a set of ruins. Along with the chalk, I have a piece of thin cardboard for a base and foam board for the pillars to sit on. The key to making the chalk look like the ruined pillars is simply a sharp knife. What you want to do is drag your knife down the length of the chalk in as many passes as you want for your depth. I went with 2 or 3 passes, and if your knife wants to follow the curve, then you've just created either a crack or an additional design element. This does create a pile of chalk dust, so maybe do this on a piece of paper like I am. After repeating the process on all sides of the chalk pieces, I'm left with 4 unique ruined pillars and an additional chunk that looks like it broke off the structure. I'd hot glued the cardboard and foam board together as well, and cut holes into the foam to make gluing easier and have the bond be more secure. I spread PVA glue on the base and dunked it into some fine sand for texture. As the glue soaked through the sand, I dunked it in again. After gluing down each of the pillars with hot glue, here's how it looks so far. With them all together, you can really see how each is unique, and also how horizontal lines and symbols can provide variation. Next, I covered the entire thing with acrylic black paint. Once that dried, I put espresso brown on the base to make it look more like dirt. Then I mixed together white and black to create a light grey. This was applied to the pillars and the small platform that they are on. I dry brushed a light tan or peach color onto the dirt to make the sand texture visible. Once it was all dried, I used a watered down black paint to provide weathering and depth to the terrain piece. The ratio of water to paint determines how dark the pillars will become. After that dried, I put PVA glue and static grass to make the pillars look like they were undisturbed for a while. To further achieve that look, I put on PVA glue in random dots and wavy lines along the pillars, and sprinkled on this dark green flocking to act as moss. And after shaking off the excess and letting it dry, here is the completed product. It looks really cool with a Femur in front, and miniatures like the cultist can also hide behind it. Because of the simplicity, it's also easy to create various shapes of ruins and even join them together to create a larger ruin. And if you ever happen to drop this and break the chalk, just repaint the broken chunk and pretend that the ruins were weathered even further to the point of the stone disintegrating. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do give me a like and a sub because it really helps me out. And I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye!